Hey viewers of DNN, welcome back to a brand new segment here on DN News Network called Senior Spotlight. I'm here with a good friend of mine. Some may know him as The Bomb. It's Andrew Bombera. How are you doing today?
Good, I'm doing awesome.
Nice to hear. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe your major?
Yes, I'm a criminal justice, homeland security management major, and I'll be graduating in May of 2019, just 7 weeks and tomorrow, marking 50 days. And I have my associate's degree in criminal justice I got in December 2017.
Yeah, but nobody's keeping track of how long you have left, right? Are you excited to graduate?
I'm excited. I'm going to miss a lot of these bright, smart, intellectual souls here at Dean College. I've been privileged to be here for 4 years, but, in life, all good things, must kind of wrap up like the fish coming out of the lake.
Yeah, well, if we can think about it a little bit differently here, maybe a new journey's beginning as one begins to slowly end.
Yes.
So, can you tell me some of the involvement you do here on campus?
Yeah, so I'm on the Student Government Association. I'm a senior senator, and I'm on the Resident Student Association as just a member, and I was the president of the Criminal Justice Homeland Security Management Club, and I help out with Project Green and a bunch of different little flagship groups around the campus.
Yeah, now that sounds like you have a lot to do on top of classes. How do you manage doing all of that as a busy senior?
Well, my academic coach and many support people and my academic advisor helping me lay out a me time schedule and academic time, like student government time, like having those I can go and just talk to, vent to whenever I need it, and I just keep on going.
Yeah, that's one of the the great things we here have at Dean. A great support system, being able to help each other out and stuff. Moving on here, do you have a fun fact you want people to know?
Yeah, actually, a few years ago, I got to meet Magic Johnson and Chelsea Piers in New York City. Not being a Laker fan, but being a Celtic fan, I always joke with him that Larry Bird was better than him and Celtics have more championships. So, and becoming a Boston, I am proud.
How did he respond to that? I'm kind of curious.
Well, he said, I got bigger hands and a bigger brain sometimes.
Yeah, sounds like Michael Johnson. So I kind of want to wrap it back here to you here for a second. After graduation, I kind of want to know, what's your plan? What are you planning on doing?
Hopefully get into law enforcement or private security, somewhere in emergency management, because I have family in the military, private security, public safety, so I'm really big supporter of public safety and all of our efforts to keep our people safe and serve.
Yeah, it sounds like you're very passionate about that, and that's good. Is there something specific you want to go into, though, or is it more just general for now until you see what's
Just general for now, but I am hoping, I've been applying to some security firms, but I am really hoping to get into law enforcement to serve, hopefully a big city like Boston or Newton, or maybe a small town like Franklin, maybe.
Hey, that's good. I'm glad that you're, being so passionate about what you love to do and you're out there doing it. So other than, the Magic Johnson story, do you have anything interesting you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I've gotten to meet some famous people in music over the last few months. I've been to some pretty cool concerts with friends who are helping out with some certain bands. So I've gotten to meet Duke Levine, who plays the rhythm guitar. He toured with Jay Giles' band. And I got to meet Bob Margolin, who used to play with the Muddy Waters band. And his old friend Richard Rosenblatt, who played with Dave Maxwell. And I got to meet Chris Cooper from the Bourne Identity and the Bourne trilogies, which is very cool.
That's awesome. And tying back to Muddy Waters, I love Muddy Waters. Do you know what Muddy Waters was famous for in the music industry?
He's very big blues man.
Oh yeah, and not only that, I learned this thanks to my Roots of Popular Music professor, Ken Grout. He was very big for his amplification using electronics. So
yeah, and I got to meet his former guitarist, Bob Margolin, who's still touring. I'm going to see him actually in 2 weeks' time, and up in Shirley, Mass. So I'll be getting to hang out with him for a night.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it seems like you've met a lot of these famous people. What do you have to thank for that? Is there a reason why you have been able to connect so much?
I have a friend who plays guitar, and he's gotten to meet some cool people he's gone on tour with, and got the Shadow. So I'm getting invited, so I've gotten to meet some famous musical acts that have sat in and played with them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I can tell you're a big Bostonian. So I've also heard you're doing some work here with the Boston Marathon.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
So one of my professors, actually, cool story I had today, is the Deputy Police Chief of Operations and Management for Hopkinton Mass Police Department. So there, as you all know, with the Boston Marathon, it starts in Hopkinton. So last year I got the job shadow for the day from 6 a.m. to 2 in the afternoon at the Marathon Security Law Enforcement Command Post. And I got to be credentialed for the day, and I got the job shadow our proud men and women in public safety and emergency management to secure almost over 200,000 runners or so, and it's a big day.
Yeah,
They're coming up in a few weeks.
that's awesome, and I can tell you're already excited for that, so that's great to hear.
Yeah.
I have one kind of final question here for you, if we will. You've been going to Dean College, I believe it's been 4 years, correct?
Yep, 4 years. Yeah.
And so what's advice you can give to any Dean freshman, any college freshman, any student about, what you've learned here in college?
Not being afraid to get involved, like get your voice out there, like get people to know who you are, like don't just sit in your room, like on a Friday night, like go down to Boomers, like when there's like a bingo night, like get your voice out there, join one of our many clubs we have, like so people get to know you, become a student leader, like you get into a program like this, like get out there, get people to know who you are, apply jobs, like just and have fun, but work hard and do your job and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that's really inspiring, and coming from someone with so much experience around clubs, I think you're a great person to be able to talk about that. Well, that's all the time we have here on Senior Spotlight. Coming up next, I believe, is Student Spotlight, so you'll see me very shortly. Thank you.